This message comes from Greenlight. Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on what your kids are spending with real-time notifications. Join millions of parents and kids building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get started risk-free at greenlight.com/iHeart.
Hey, I'm Jay Shetty, and my latest episode is with Bill Gates.
This is a world where somebody can have over $100 billion. What is that? Social networking, we're still arguing about what the policy should be. Algorithms reward outrageous things. These fortunes are almost illegitimate unless in a very smart way given back.
Listen to On Purpose with Jay Shetty on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We all have a moment that splits us wide open. On my new podcast, Wide Open with Ashlyn Harris, I'll sit down with trailblazers from sports, music, fashion, entertainment, and politics to explore their toughest moments and the incredible comebacks that followed. Listen to Wide Open with Ashlyn Harris, an iHeart Women's Sports production on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Presented by Elf Beauty, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
With a $5 meal deal with new McValue. You pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Prices and participation may vary. McDouble meal $6 in some markets for a limited time only.
We got an email from a listener who's a self-described nice guy.
Oh, that's nice.
A loyal husband who never really gets the chance to let loose and be labeled a bad boy.
Oh.
But recently, the couple's been taking tango lessons together.
Okay, bad boy.
And he thought maybe we could use that information to turn him into a wild man. Willing to take risks and do crazy things.
Ooh.
Will his wife buy it? You're going to find out in your phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap. Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello?
Hi, this is Bobby Walk from 3rd Street Dance. Is this Kelly Schaefer?
This is she.
Your husband and you take tango classes here on Tuesdays. Is that right?
We do. we just started this last month. So.
Oh, that's great. I did that when my marriage was failing too. Wonderful.
What?
So this is kind of an uncomfortable situation I need to bring up with you.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I think I misunderstood you. Did you say something about
what?
My marriage?
Oh, not yours. I was talking about my 4th husband. Don't worry about it. So what I'm actually calling about is we're getting quite a few complaints.
Complaints?
Mm-hmm.
About us?
No, actually just David.
Oh.
Your husband.
Well, what did David do? I'm confused.
You sound confused. Yeah. So Tuesday nights is tango, as you know.
Right. Yeah.
And Wednesdays is our pole dancing class. And according to the instructor, your Dave just keeps stopping by.
Hold on. I'm sorry. There has to be some confusion.
Well, that's what we thought at first, too. But he's shown up for 4 consecutive weeks.
What?
And you're right. Your husband does act confused when he gets here. Oh, thought this was tango night. But then he stays to watch the entire class.
You've got to be joking. This is not...
Actually, I'm not joking. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Maybe the thing that really puts it over the top, though, is he woots.
I'm sorry, what?
You know, woots. Woot, woot.
No, Huh?
Okay, let me paint a picture. So there was one of our dancers doing an upside down carousel spin, and there's Dave over in the corner saying, "Oh yeah, woot woot, oh yeah."
No way is that my husband. I don't think you have the right Dave.
If it's the Dave that knows how to pretend to make it rain, I have the right Dave.
My Dave is the nicest guy ever. I don't even think he understands what making it rain is.
Well, I can tell you that I did see him dancing with you in the tango class, and then he was here the following night watching.
this can't be happening right now.
He just approached me this week, sheepishly even, couldn't really make eye contact, and then muttered something about how he wanted to sign up to be a spotter.
Oh my God. I'm seeing red.
Well, when he asked if he could help with the Brazilian leg kick, I was actually shocked that he knew all these pole dancing terms. Are you the one teaching him?
No, absolutely not. I don't know any of those moves.
We do have an open spot for you on Wednesdays if you'd like to come, especially if Dave is going to sign up to be a spotter. You may want to keep an eye on him.
I don't want to be in the class, and I certainly don't want my husband spotting pole dancing women.
So that's a no for both of you then?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
no.
Shoot. Okay. Well, in that case, we are going to have to put up a sign with his name and picture that says this man allowed only on Tuesday nights, not Wednesdays.
Please don't do that. Please, that is so mortifying.
Okay. Do you think it'd be better if the sign just read, "This is a prank phone call"?
What?
With a little Brooke and Jeffrey logo in it? No?
What? Are you serious right now?
This is actually Brooke from Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. We're doing a phone tap on you. This was actually all your husband Dave's idea. He emailed us and he said, Tango's been a challenge, but he is ready for the next leap, the pole.
Oh my God. I thought I was married to a pervert.
I don't know Dave that well, so that's up to you to decide.
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on what your kids are spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely. And parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/iHeart.
Hey, I'm Jay Shetty, and my latest episode is with Bill Gates.
This is a world where somebody can have over $100 billion. What is that? Social networking, we're still arguing about what the policy should be. Algorithms reward outrageous things. These fortunes are almost illegitimate unless in a very smart way given back.
Listen to On Purpose with Jay Shetty on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We all have a moment that splits us wide open. On my new podcast, Wide Open with Ashlyn Harris, I'll sit down with trailblazers from sports, music, fashion, entertainment, and politics to explore their toughest moments and the incredible comebacks that followed. Listen to Wide Open with Ashlyn Harris, an iHeart Women's Sports production on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Presented by Elf Beauty, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
Hey you guys, I'm Catherine Legg. I'm a racing driver who's literally driven everything with 4 wheels across the planet. And I've got a new podcast. It's called Throttle Therapy. This season, I'm competing in some of the world's most notorious racing events. Tune into my new podcast, Throttle Therapy, with Catherine Legg, an iHeart Women's Sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment. You can find us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.